Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a 2022 Ford F-150 Lariat with the 5.0 V8. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. It's available for sale if you're interested. Check out the inventory in the description down below. And then on a side note, Ed Kenley Ford does not sell any vehicle over MSRP, whether it's something like this Lariat or something specialty like this FTX. And so yeah, check them out if you want to buy a new Ford or specialty Ford product at MSRP with no markup. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into the video. So under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 16 around town and then 22 on the highway, with power outputs being 400 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque. And let me say it again, V8. Now let's go over the front end of this Lariat. So first off, you guys can see you've got Ford's cool wavy design there on the hood. This one actually has a bug guard there at the top. And then notice here we've got the daytime running lights with the LED headlamps. And then we have the normal chrome front grille for the Lariat. We also have a camera there below the Ford logo. And then notice the daytime running light continues into the fog light region. Parking sensors here on the front end with the chrome front bumper, and then chrome tow hooks down below with the air dam at the very bottom. And yeah, it definitely looks cool, especially with the I know some people might not love the bug guard, but I don't know, I like it. Kind of gives it more of like a rugged appearance. Coming around the side here, I've got two 75mm tires wrapped around 20-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And you can see that that chrome theme continues here onto the wheel area. And then here's a quick look at the front suspension there. And then you guys can see here with the molding for the fender, and then also we got our F-150 Lariat badge. We've got the mud flap down below, and then chrome for the side steps. And then notice with the trailer tow mirrors, we've got more chrome there. And then this one has the FX4 package as well. And then you guys can see down below, we've got some leaf springs with the rear shock in the back and another mud flap there. But there's your full side view. So normally this is the point in the video where I show the key fob, but as you guys can see, it's just my hand. There's no key fob because it's somewhere in the truck. I haven't been able to find it. Anyways, if I pop this down, you can see it's slow, lowers down. 1,637 pounds of payload capacity, and you can see that this one has the liner already put in, which is definitely a nice add-on. We have LED lights here, and then we have an outlet, and then this one has a hard trifold tonneau cover as well. Notice we've got the little measuring chart here on the back, Ford's bed step system as well, and we've got the raise function there on the tailgate on top of that, and locked in place. Now finishing things up here with the rear, you guys can see here with the LED tail lamps, and then also we have F-150 stamped here into the tailgate with the Ford logo up above that. And we've got parking sensors here on the chrome bumper, and that is a hardcore receiver hitch if I've ever seen one. Definitely a cool look. And last but not least, if we pop over here to the other side, got the little exhaust tip poking out the side in normal EcoBoost format. So here's the door panel on the rear. You guys can see the material use here at the top, and then the padding down below. Got our window control back here with our cup holder, and then you can see the little wood trim piece there. Speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system, then more storage here at the bottom of the door panel. Now this one does have the rubber floor mats, which is definitely a nice practical thing to have, especially here in Utah where things get pretty dirty. But here are the seats. So you can see here with the leather on these seats, and then notice it's perforated here at the center portion. You can see the brown piping and the stitching, and then perforated down below as well. And so you guys can see headroom's great, and then also, well, if the camera will focus, wait for it, there we go, now we can see legroom. Wow, camera filter has never blacked out that long. Anyways, you can see here we've got some cup holders, and got some charging ports down below, and then more charging ports down below with some vents, and let's head to the front. Now going over the front door panel here, you guys can see again with the material use at the top and then the padding down below. And then we've got all of our window controls right here. Front two are automatic, and then you've got your mirror controls. The mirrors do power fold in, memory seats, as well as 3 different settings there. And because this has the trailer tow mirrors, it has the mirror extender. Mirrors do have blind spot monitoring on top of that. Like I said, they power fold in. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. Anyways, popping here to the front seat, you can see here with the leather trim, and then also it's perforated here in the center portion, and then again with the piping here on these sides. And then you got your power adjustments, and then the pedal layout down below. With our pedal adjustment here at the parking brake, we've got the light controls here with the mirror lights, tailgate drop down, and then the steering wheel adjustment, which is manual. And then you can see the rest of the trim there on the side with the American flag. Let's pop in. Here's the steering wheel in the Lariat. You guys can see the leather trim all around, and then that stitching there on the center portion, and then the gray trim here in the center. Controls here for the center stack, and then over on the other side we do have our adaptive cruise control. This also has the steering assistance. Turn signal, windshield wiper, stock, you know, the normal stuff. Now here's the center gauge cluster. You can see full digital gauge cluster, and this is a demo truck, so you guys can see the mileage on it so far. What I'm interested to see though, and one of the reasons why I reviewed this was to see fuel economy. I'm trying to compare 14.4. So the fuel economy with a 5.0 V8 isn't all that different compared to the 3.5 EcoBoost. Sounds like I need to make a comparison, and we'll decide which engine you guys should buy. But anyways, gauge cluster looks fantastic. And you guys can see you've got our normal slippery, deep snow, sand, mud ruts, and then a rock crawl on the one side. And if we go to the other side, we've got our tow haul, eco, and then our sport mode from a driving mode perspective. And well, that's all for that. Now here is the center infotainment system. First off, at the top of the infotainment system, there's a button for the camera system, parking sensors, hazard lights, stability control, and then hill descent control. As for the camera system, it's got this full 360 camera view. Notice the picture looks a little bit weird there. That's because I have the door open, if you guys are wondering, just so you know on that. But yeah, you can see out of every single angle of the truck. You got a bed camera as well, which just lets you see the tonneau cover in this truck's case. And then backup camera. Now if I pop it into reverse, it's gonna beep at me because I don't have the door closed. But you can see the view there with that. And if I close the door, you can see the picture stitches together nicer. And opening up the door, it actually just popped into park for me. That's pretty cool. Just learned something today. Shortcut bar here at the bottom with the truck, and then you guys can see the main screen here. So first off, response time with the screen is great. Most of the stuff is actually going to be in the settings tab. Funny enough, you do have some stuff over in the app tab as well. Notice we've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then you guys can see here off to the side, like fuel economy information. Then there's some different menus you can scroll through here, but we'll just leave it to be fuel economy, and you can drag some items over to the main screen as well. But there you go. Trailer brake controls right here. We've got a drive line select. So again, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and then 4-wheel auto. Locker for the rear, and yeah, all in that area. Radio controls right here. Dual zone climate, heated, cooled seats, and then we have our outlets on the side. And then you can see here with the wood trim, and then notice wireless phone charger. We have a shifter for that 10-speed automatic, which does fold down with that little button. Notice you can stop it halfway through. Manual shift function. This one does have the workbench center console setup, and storage space in the center console is fantastic, that you guys can see. And then we have the dual glove box setup as well with the truck. Notice the trim there on the outside looks great, and then padding here on the dash, both sides, also looks nice. Popping up top here, we do have a sunglass holder, power sliding window, and no sunroof with this truck, but we do have a gray headliner, regular mirror, and that's all. Now here's the window sticker for this truck with a 5.0 V8. Now standard equipment, we don't really want to focus on that. We want to focus on optional equipment. So this is a 501A Lariat. You guys can see the V8 is an $800 option, which is cheaper than the 3.5 EcoBoost, if you guys are wondering. And again, I'll have a comparison relatively soon once I find the time. But this truck, basically how it's set up is an off-road Lariat. So the Lariat gives you the luxury side of things. The FX4 gives you the off-road side of things, and then it has obviously some tow stuff added to it. So this is like the ultimate tow F-150. And anyways, you can see the base price here, $53,000, and then you've got some options, you got some credits. Yeah, I know, confusing. Anyways, total price there, $66,695. Boom. That's gonna sum things up for our video on this Lariat with the 5.0 V8. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this specific specification, and sorry, there's a bee around my hand. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this specific specification, if you would order the truck like this, or what you would change on this specific truck to make it to be to your liking, I suppose. Anyways, again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.